this one mean any more because of everything you had to go through this year?
Yeah, definitely. It's exciting to get another opportunity to compete for a championship. We got one series to go, and hopefully we figure it out and get it done. But, much respect to the Houston Rockets for, just bringing the best out of us and making it just a incredible series, pushing us to the brink. You got to give respect to them, and it's a great season that they had. But I'm glad we're going back. I'm excited that we got this opportunity and looking forward to taking advantage of it.
That is Kevin Durant after the Houston Rockets were beat. The historic Houston Rockets beat in H-Town Game 7. The Warriors now advancing to the NBA Finals to take on LeBron James for a 4th straight time. This reminds me of like Manny Pacquiao and Juan Manuel Marquez when they met 5 times, which I think could easily happen depending on how the pieces fall once again, which is each time, even though Golden State is up 2-1 right now in this series, each time that they fought, there was always an excitement because all they were was one punch away. And then you unfortunately saw it where Juan Manuel Marquez knocked the bleeping S out of Manny Pacquiao and sent him into oblivion. All right, so a few things real quick. The Game 1 line opened with the Warriors as a 12-point favorite. That would tie the largest spread in a finals game over the last 25 years. And you probably remember what happened in Game 1 of the 0-1 finals. Tyronn Lue was involved. The Warriors and Cavs will meet in the NBA Finals. It will be the first time that's happened in a championship round in any of the major sports. That's pretty impressive. And hey, just because we got your back, here's the schedule. Thursday, Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, and then of course, if necessary, which I think Game 5 will be, Monday, and then none of those will matter. So on top of that, as we know it right now, we're having the 4th straight finals. I just want to keep like an open dialogue here, an open forum way of doing this. Are you excited that this is happening again? Or are you like, ugh,
I'm never gonna be like that because
like
I do
what?
enjoy ugh.
Okay.
Like, I get tired of seeing. I keep bringing them up because this is the biggest, the closest, I guess, comparison is the Patriots in the NFL. They're in the Super Bowl seemingly every year, and then they miss one, and it's the next.
Right, but they're not facing the same team every year.
Right, no, but some people are like, oh, I'm so tired of the Patriots, and I was like, I don't like the Patriots, but I don't not watch the Super Bowl because of it, right? So
Right.
I'm never gonna be because there's still something worth watching here.
I now regret saying because that's like.
I'm just saying no, because people do that. So it's doo-doo. So it's it's a fine question to ask. I just love it no matter what. I just wish it was a little different. That's all. So yeah, I'm still gonna totally watch.
So you would have liked to see Houston?
Yeah, because I want to see again. I have nothing against Golden State. It's amazing what they're doing.
It is.
What only thing that frustrated me was seeing how the game played out without it just being them that affected it.
Let me ask you this: would you enjoy it? And I'm not saying you don't, but would you enjoy it just a little bit more if they did it without Kevin Durant?
If the Warriors did it without,
Yes.
yeah. Sure. Because honestly, I liked what Kevin Durant and Westbrook were trying to do in OKC, and they were close.
And Harden.
Yeah, well, even when Harden was gone,
Oh yeah,
but
sure.
they were close, and I was like,
They were
it's
a quarter away from going to the finals.
I don't want to see Houston break it up either. I don't want to see. Boston's not going to break it up, but Boston's close.
Not yet. Yeah.
So you don't want to see them. People jump the gun so fast. Again, I'm the mid-range, old school to new school type of sports guy. So I like watching. I like the availability of players to be able to move around like they couldn't in the old school, right? Somebody would stay with the one, yeah.
Of course.
Somebody would stay with a team their whole career, and I was like, oh, when back in the day, that's the way it was. I like that you can now
because the
switch
players
so
didn't have any
easily.
rights.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I
we
love
need
that.
to
I
award
love
them
that players can do that. But I just wish it was a middle ground of it, where don't panic so fast. Yeah, you lost this year, but don't leave after 2 years and shake this up. Give it 3.
So you're talking about a middle ground where the team and player meet.
Yeah, where they like try it for at least 4 years before you take 1 year and go, oh, this didn't work, I'm out of here.
Well, the rookie contract is 4 years, right? Isn't it 3 years with the team option for the 4th?
Yeah, but then sometimes you get like established players come in for 2 years, and they're like, oh, this didn't work, I'm gone.
I know, but like that's the power and inception of free agency is that the players get to dictate it. So if you want to go make your money, bro, go make your money. Every player is different.
That's the part I like.
Yeah.
But the part that I get frustrated by is the panic and be like, oh, we didn't win, we gotta get out of here. And I was like, okay, calm down. You might win if you stick this out for 2 more years. You're that close. So I
know, I'm trying to think of the middle ground. There just isn't any. There's never going to be. Again, I'm harping on it, but the power of free agency, which I think is vital.
I love it.
Because like, look, Back when players were, they're so loyal. That was like the original 6 in hockey, bro. Like there were 6 teams, you had 1 jersey.
I hated that.
All right, let's talk about that for just a moment. So I'm cool with like players going and making their money because look, all you are is 1 injury away. All you are is 1 elbow to your eye socket and your career is over.
And you know where the loyalty lies with the ownership group? Not with that player.
No, not at all. So here's one thing that I was thinking about on my drive-in is when we think of the best players, the historic rival, let me just stop myself for a moment. There are no rivalries anymore in the NBA because players keep moving and ownership changes or coaches change. Players are moving from the Eastern Conference to the Western Conference, from Chicago to LA, from New York to Charlotte. So like the rivalry is dead. What we actually have right now, and why I like the Warriors going back, is we have a reignited rivalry between LeBron and the Cavs against Steph and the Warriors. And I'm cool with that. Because the last time that we had a rivalry, can you even remember?
I mean, Boston, LA.
Boston, LA, when?
80s, early 80s?
80s, that's my point. Like when we think about this, when we're long gone, all right? Hate to think about it, but we're dead in this scenario. Our kids and our grandkids are gonna be like, wow, they played 4 straight times? I almost guarantee that will never happen again.
And LeBron
ever.
eked out 1 of them?
And I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but I think the precedent has been set by the younger generation of millennials that are now going to be in college or whatever, not college, let me backtrack, that are gonna go straight to the NBA from high school, hopefully. They're gonna see like, oh, well, LeBron won with Miami and then he went to Cleveland and then he went to whatever team when he loses to Golden State. And it's like, oh, KD was with OKC and it was cool, but then he needed other players to win, which I'm totally fine with. I think that is going to happen because what they see in LeBron is the greatest that they've ever seen. So if they see the model that's like, no, you actually need a few players in order to get it done, they're gonna make even bigger super teams. This is just a theory. They're gonna make even bigger super teams and the rivalries are gonna be no more whatsoever unless those super teams rotate winning back and forth to appease everyone.
They'll have to keep matching, as you said, is happening here. So
yes.
4th straight time. I'm not bored with it.
I'm not bored with it at all. I enjoy this basketball. And I need to be honest with you. Like, I love what Houston did this year because I love the 3-point shot. I do. Like, it's my guilty pleasure.
Absolutely.
However,
everyone knows that. That's why Steph Curry is the big star as he is, because he's a video game.
What I don't like is dribble, 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 and taking the air out of the ball for 23 seconds and then shooting. I'm not saying it's boring. It's just not my cup of tea. Well, I didn't enjoy it.
And it's not gonna be effective against a team that does what Golden State does so efficiently and so well.
Yep, and we saw it.
Yeah.
And we saw who won out. Yeah.
I mean, and even though the Rockets did it amazingly, because they had a bit of a high, but they had the dribble, 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 but then they had their moments where they would start running and going. So you gotta find the right recipe. Who knows what that is? But I'm gonna enjoy it, even though it's gonna be a 5-game series.
That's what I think. I think it's 5 games and then
because
and then we have the incoming speculation of like LeBron watch. Where is he going? He met with this player at this time and took a dump next to this guy in the stall. Like that's what's going to.
I'm gonna make one prediction that because my prediction from the Rockets series was that Eric Gordon was the X factor. That's something else I said constantly. They got tired of me telling them X factor, Eric Gordon. I told you, right? Mine in this series is Jayar freaking Smith. He's going to have a good series. He looked like
he had an encouraging end to Game 7.
He looked like voodoo lately. Everyone's on him, right? Everyone's on him for it. And I was like, hey, we've seen what Jayar Smith can do. I think he's gonna do.
You know what he should do? Instead of every time he gets the ball, not necessarily in the corner because you don't have as much to work with, but on the wings and top of the key, what he should do when he steps back, throw a little pump fake and then go to the lane. Because I know his move now. I always know his move. He's gonna set up the crossover. He's gonna go in his left hand, cross over to his right, cross over to his left, fake going in, step back and 3. Am I right? I always see it.
And it looks like
it doesn't work.
Such a difficult shot. When he's making shots, he actually misses open shots more often, and like
Yes.
not probably statistically, but like when you see him wide open, you're like, oh, this isn't like necessarily a good shot. When he's covered and he has to step back, you're like, oh, that looks good.
Do you remember Carlos Marmol on the Cubs? Carlos Marmol had horrible control. He was more comfortable walking the bases loaded and getting 3 straight outs instead of just getting 3 straight outs. That's exactly what I see in J.R. Smith. He's so much better with a defender close to him and wide
defense
open.
from Golden State. We'll see if he reacts the way.
So you know what you do with JR? Leave him open. Let us know your thoughts. Comment section below. Subscribe to TYT Sports.